Schiff, chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, said on Thursday that the best thing Donald Trump could do for the country is stay in his bunker until the American people vote him out of office in November. This president is not going to change, the California Democrat said. What we really do need is people around him, people in Congress, to stand up to him, speak out, do what they can to constrain him through the remaining months of this presidency. Schiff concluded, "We'd be a lot better off, frankly, if he went back into his bunker and waited out the rest of his presidency instead of doing more harm." Schiff said, "Well, he does glorify violence, and I think from the beginning of these peaceful protests, he's really trying to egg on this kind of violence in the streets, egg on a more militaristic response by police, calling in troops. I was glad to see the General Milley acknowledge the terrible mistake that he made, and I think that it was very important that we had people like Secretary Mattis speak out, Colin Powell speak out, and others. I think that's a big reason why General Milley felt like he needed to do what he did. But as we pointed out during the trial, this president is not going to change. He has this love and fascination for autocrats around the world. He models his own conduct after them. He praised the Chinese for their crackdown in Tiananmen Square, so we can't be surprised when he now lashes out at peaceful protesters, calls them terrorists, brags essentially about the ability to use police or military force against them, and he is not going to change. What we really do need is people around him, people in Congress, to stand up to him, speak out, do what they can to constrain him through the remaining months of this presidency. We'd be a lot better off, frankly, if he went back into his bunker and waited out the rest of his presidency instead of doing more harm. With Donald Trump losing control of the country as one crisis after another hits his desk, not to mention a seemingly endless pile of data showing him losing to Joe Biden, he will only become more desperate and unhinged. Over the next 5 months, he will use and abuse every power attached to the presidency in order to maintain his grip on the White House. Those around him, and his spineless sycophants in Congress, will do nothing to stop him. As Rep. Schiff said at the conclusion of Trump's impeachment trial, "This president will never change. The amount of damage he can do between now and Election Day is vast. 5 months is a lifetime in American politics, especially when Donald Trump has demonstrated that he's capable of inflicting so much damage on this country in a single day."